Vauxhall Vectra B 1995 to 2002. The second model, the Vectra B, was introduced in October 1995, at the Frankfurt Motor Show, and the model range came to include an estate version for the first time. This model replaced the Vauxhall Cavalier in the United Kingdom. The 5-door estate version premiered in September 1996, with the tagline "One step ahead of the mob." The Vauxhall Vectra B was the last Vauxhall to be produced at the company's Luton plant, where the end of automobile production was announced in December 2000, taking effect just over a year later. Car production at the site finished in March 2004, although production of commercial vehicles continued. The Vectra B was replaced by the Vectra C in September 2002, which was branded as the Holden Vectra in Australia and New Zealand. Between 1998 and 2001, Holden assembled the Vectra for export to other RHD markets in the region, with a view to exporting 60% of output, although this was adversely affected by the Asian economic crisis. Engines started from the 75 PS, 55 kilowatts 1.6 liters, Family 1, but eventually the 8-valve engines were all replaced by 16-valve power plants. The 2.0 liters Family 2 engine, with 136 PS, 100 kilowatts, was developed as a basis for touring car racing. Later in Australia, 2.2 liters 108 kilowatts, but the top of the line was a 2.5 liters V6 with 170 PS, 125 kilowatts. Diesel power came once again from Isuzu, with 1.7 liters 82 PS, also 2.0 liters Ecotec with 82 PS or 101 PS and 2.2 liters Ecotec with 125 PS. In 2001, the all-new 2.2 liters petrol engine, as carried over to the Vectra C, was introduced with the 2.5 liters petrol in its last incarnation being upgraded to a 2.6 liters to accommodate emissions improvements. In April 1999, the Vectra was updated, receiving a mildly modified body, that can be identified by the single-piece headlight units and body-colored bumpers, together with somewhat improved handling and better equipment. Sporting limited edition models included the Touring Car Championship-inspired i500, Super Touring and XC. The first model was developed in Germany by Opel Motorsport, with the V6 engine's power increased to 195 PS, 143 kilowatts, and the other two were created in Milton Keynes by Motorsport Developments. Only 3,902.5 XC models were ever produced, mostly in saloon and hatchback guise. With only 317 estate versions produced during this time, they became one of the rarest production Vauxhalls ever. On model years 2001 and 2002, a last-of-the-line 2.6 XC was made also, but these were limited to 500 cars. These were again mostly saloons and hatchbacks, however 37 estates were made. These models received a host of extra upgrades, including two xenon headlamps, and larger front brakes. In October 2013, Top Gear magazine placed the 1995 Vectra on its list of the 13 worst cars of the last 20 years, describing the car as so mediocre that Jeremy Clarkson refused to drive it. Production of the Vectra B ended in March 2002.